Ragazzi, buonasera.
Buona serata.
Buonasera, buonasera.
Hello, hello,
Ragazzi,
hello. So today we have a guest.
Yes,
Yes, we have a
it
guest.
appears that today we have a guest. Let's see.
Yes, yes, yes. How are you guys?
Constantinos note. What's that?
I don't know what
why? What happened, Konstantinos?
I don't know. It's this AI thing that has been embedded, and machines are taking over. I can't control it.
Are you a machine or are you real?
Yeah.
Well, I'm more than real. Well, I'm in between cyborg.
Hello, so guys, I have to tell you that I'm refreshed after 5 days of high fever, high temperature, 39.5,
Really?
Really?
diarrhea about 20, 25
Times per day.
times episodes, let's
What
per
happened to my
day.
friends? Emilio's, Jeffy, we are all ill.
Influenza.
Influenza, but a bad one, a bad one.
Alpha.
I
How
don't
are you
know.
feeling
Maybe
right now?
K, maybe Z. I don't know. I don't know.
It's literally
Anyway, I feel
everywhere.
refreshed completely. Huh?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I feel full of energy now. I don't know why.
We can see you.
Good news.
Yes.
Let's give a big hug to Poland, Romania, Germany, Chicago, New Zealand, Serbia, Argentina, Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, by the way, Australian Open,
Yeah.
just started.
And what's gonna happen? The usual stuff.
We have a guy called Sinner
Yeah, of
for
course.
the first time of our country life. We have someone winning everything. Yeah,
And
good.
also we have for the first time a Turkish tennis woman player, and we are so proud of her for the first time.
Very good, very
Oh,
good.
that's great.
Yeah. Zeynep, her name is.
But also Netherlands, France, England, Italy, Honduras. Honduras. Nice.
Nice.
Hungary, Beirut, Turkey, Croatia, Ukraine, Mexico. Mexico. Hello.
Hey,
Hello. Germany, Marrakesh.
Wow,
Marrakech.
Marrakesh. Wow.
Russia, Canada, Jerusalem, Brazil. And that's it, more or less. Georgia, Estonia, Greece,
Estonia, Greece,
Wales,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa
Wonderful,
Rica. Wow.
wonderful,
Have you been
wonderful.
to Costa Rica?
No.
Neither have I. They say it's beautiful.
Hi, Emilio. Emilio is also there from Russia.
Emilio. Yeah. Lithuania, South Africa, Monaco. Oh my God. I mean, we have to
Sydney.
make the Muppet sometime
Yeah.
once again. Do you treat low
Yes,
and high BCC
differently. So today we will speak about low and high risk BCC. And therefore, the question of the week will be, do you treat low and high risk BCC differently?
Why did you change the nice name Good BCC and Bad BCC?
Good, yeah, because I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah. Good and bad, good and bad. Yeah, because of course, I mean, who cares to distinguish between low and high risk BCC if we treat them all together? Yes, we treat them differently. Yes. No for a small proportion, and sometimes, let's say, for a relatively good proportion. Good. So, but the winner is yes. That's why we have to speak about it. Yeah. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
In my view, it's time to see our guest for
Our
today.
guest, yeah, who was supposed to join the previous episode.
Yeah, but just because of a technical mistake,
Technical mistake.
technical issue.
Yeah, but
Didn't
we
have-
know that he's pretty much in love also for the topic of today.
Of course.
And but we are not sure. Sebby, by the way, Sebastiano, what are you doing, Sebby? Are you okay? Yes. And is the guest joining us?
Uh,
John, John.
he, but he is connected, but in the probably as an attendee. Should did we send him an invitation as a panelist, Sebi? He's in the general viewer mode.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
we will fix it. We will.
Yeah. We will find him.
Oh, here's
Hey,
Johnny.
here we are. Here we are.
Johnny,
Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Hello,
hello.
John.
Good to see you
Hello.
guys. How are
Hello.
you?
You are more beautiful day by day. How can it be
Never.
possible?
What did you do? You look very much refreshed. Did you do anything like Botox and so on?
I got Botox, fillers, you name it.
Everything.
Brazilian butt lift also.
No, that this is
I
the
just got a
effect of,
beard like you guys. I'm
yeah,
growing
no,
up.
thermal water. It might be. This is the effect. How are you? How are you doing?
Great, very good.
Great.
2026, yes.
Yes. What it's so are you you have a very white country, right? At the moment.
Yeah, well, the snow actually, most of it disappeared this week because we got some higher temperatures, but we had a very snowy week or two. A
Wonderful,
lot of snow.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So
Do
you
you
have
get
to
a
know
white
you.
Christmas?
It came after. It came after.
Ah.
So it was a rainy Christmas and then a white New Year, let's say.
So we are speaking about the white country because John lives in Sweden and with a small, well, a relatively small period. He moved to Spain but we will ask. This is my question to John, by the way. So who is going to start asking questions to John?
But you almost did it. So do it. Do your question.
Okay. John, my first question is, I know that you lived most of the time in Sweden, and then you moved with the entire family in Madrid, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
And
2011.
you lived there for several years, actually.
Almost 3 years. Yes.
Almost 3 years, and then you went back to Sweden. So why you did it, and tell me the worst thing in Sweden and the worst thing in Madrid, in Gothenburg and in Madrid. Which are the worst things you can mention?
Okay. Well, I'm sorry if I insult any Spanish people here, but let's start with the Spain is of course my second home. My wife is Spanish, and I have nothing bad to say about Spain in general. And speaking of tennis, we also have Alcaraz, of course.
Yeah.
So we'll see who wins the final.
Yeah.
Jeffy. But I think the reason we moved back to Sweden was the work-life balance with the family, with small children. It's very easy to manage in Sweden and very difficult to manage in Spain. If you don't have your grandparents around to help you with the kids, then yeah, either one of the parents stay home or you're gone.
You're at the end.
Yeah, that was difficult combining work and family life. And the best or the worst thing about Sweden is, of course, the darkness. The darkness.
The darkness, yeah.
And we're now in the dark period, but it's getting lighter now. Since the 21st of December, all the Swedes celebrate. They don't celebrate Christmas too much. They celebrate the solstice, the winter solstice, because then it gets lighter. So that's the happiest part of the year.
That's great. That's great.
You guys know that on Monday, it's Blue Monday. Tomorrow. Do you know the concept of Blue Monday? It's like
No.
the most depressive day of the year.
Okay.
because it's the dark period. It's Christmas has passed. We've spent all our money. We haven't received our paycheck for January yet. Bad weather, a long time until we have another holiday.
Yeah. We are fully ready to get depressed. Don't worry.
When is your next holiday?
Easter, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
We're better than that. We
Do you
have
have
Clean
more in Greece?
Monday. We have
have
Clean
more?
Monday coming up.
Okay.
But it's interesting that you have a Blue Monday. You have a specific day for suffering, you know.
Global, Jeppe, it's global. It's not only Sweden.
That's global.
Global.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's global.
You
Ah,
also
it's
should
really
suffer
global.
I guess the
tomorrow.
northern
I
hemisphere.
have to
because-
suffer tomorrow. Okay. Good that you
So-
told me. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory.
But if you want to be trendy, if you want to follow the trend, you have to suffer a little bit.
Exactly.
No, but my question was once again, I mean, almost the same question that Jeppe did. I wanted to ask you if you feel Spanish or Swedish, but let's say that you gave the answer. So I changed my question to the following. If you have to select, but you have to select one thing in your work that you liked to do in the past, but now you are sick of it, you don't want to do it anymore, you are out of it. What's that?
Documentation.
Documentation.
You like documentation at some point?
Oh no, that's a poor answer. You're right.
Well, but maybe at the beginning,
No.
maybe at the beginning you are passionate, you are, you know.
No, I have to
try
change
to
my
do it.
answer. That was just the worst part of work, I guess, in general. But yeah, I don't know. I think, well, speaking of the topic of today, probably, yeah. So big surgeries. I used to think it was fun to do big surgeries, but not anymore.
That's good.
That's nice. That's nice.
Good point.
I prefer
Good point.
smaller ones.
You prefer small ones, yeah.
Yeah, keeping it simple.
This is in general a nice concept, you know, in general, not only in dermato-oncology, but also in oncology in general. Surgery in the past was basically the only treatment, but nowadays it's becoming less and less, let's say, prominent. So it means that surgery starts to be more specific, more conservative, because we have many more things to offer to our patients. That's
Yeah, we're making it smarter.
good news.
And yeah, so this is probably my best
Nice.
answer.
Yeah.
Nice answer.
Great.
Nisa, Costa? Question for John?
Okay, I can ask. John, you are definitely clearly talented in many areas. And what else? Surgery, dermatoscopy, language, and sports as well. So, which one has taught you the most about patience?
About patience spelt with CE at the end? To be
Yeah,
patient?
yeah.
Mm.
Not
Not about
More
patients that I
patience.
treat. Yeah.
not
about
patient, patience.
Yeah, I would say surgery. Because yeah.
I guess that.
And there's some studies that show that, and I can't cite them, but that show that if you can relax during surgery and listen to music in the background and talk to the patients and enjoy the time and take your time and do a good job. And this is
I was afraid you were going to say that surgeons are patient people. That's not the case.
Not at all,
it's
right?
taught me to be patient. Yeah, and then yeah. It's not, and I like doing the surgery in local anesthesia because then you get to talk to the patients and get to know them a little bit. It's better than a normal clinical visit, I think. It's nice.
Johnny, we asked you 3 questions. The answer to the 2 of them was surgery. I don't know if this means anything. So let's go to question number 4.
Question number 4. So you've been in the field maybe 20 years now. Which do you think is the most important development during your career in our field?
Well, that's obvious. Dermoscopy.
Obvious. Come on.
diagnosis. Yeah,
Come on.
it has to be. Yeah, for
It
sure.
has to be. Agreed.
And I mean, a lot of exciting imaging techniques coming out. Of course, most of them are super expensive and not too accessible, but dermoscopy has really revolutionized how we think about everything, and unnecessary biopsies, eliminating overdiagnosis, overtreatment. I think it's the basis of good dermatology treatment in general.
Great.
For sure.
Nailed
Wonderful.
it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's go. Let's go to our topic.
Surgery 2, dermoscopy 1.
Huh?
Surgery 2, dermoscopy 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeppy, are you ready to go?
Okay, yes. I'm ready to go. I would like really to keep it short and sweet. By the way, if you like to see to have a reference paper, this is a nice one, which is relatively recent. Dermoscopic features of basal cell carcinoma and its subtypes. This is a systematic review in which you will find the different dermoscopic criteria that you can see mostly in the various types of basal cell carcinomas. But by the way, we said at the beginning, there are definitely different BCC subtypes, and we treat them let's say differently. Yeah. Why? Of course, surgery could be theoretically the best option for all of them, but there are situations in which really it's a disaster. At least in all let's say countries with where white people are living, BCC is an enormous social problem. They became a huge problem. So they are so many that there are no let's say enough resources to treat all these BCCs surgically. That's why we must in some way take into consideration, at least for a certain proportion of BCCs, alternative treatments. So that's why it's important to understand which are the low risk and high risk BCCs. Low risk BCC is very frequent. We have superficial BCC, nodular BCC, they are the most common ones. And of course, we have pincus. Pincus, don't forget it. It's just a small variant, very rare, but still low risk. Concerning high risk BCCs, they are less frequent, but still, we speak about thousands and thousands of cases. We have four types. We have micronodular, we have infiltrative, we have morphiform BCCs, and we have the basosquamous category. Let's say, let's call them good and bad, so now it's easier. In some way, in my view, in most of the cases, also instinctively, it's easy to understand if we are in front of a good or a bad BCC. For example, look at this case here. This is a very large lesion. If you can imagine how large is this lesion on the temple of this gentleman. Okay, and here you see the prototype of criteria you have to find out to say, okay, this is a high risk BCC. Which are the criteria? First, ulceration. This is not small erosions. This is a very important differentiation. One thing is the multiple small erosions, which is typically seen in superficial BCC, and it's the paradigm for diagnosing a superficial BCC, while a larger ulceration is a criterion for a bad BCC. Second criterion, arborizing vessels. Of course, this is not a very specific one, as ulceration is anyhow, is not completely specific, because we can see arborizing vessels also in nodular BCC, which is a good a good basal cell carcinoma. Then we have a third criterion. Which one is it?
Car.
Huh?
Car.
Exactly.
White
White
color.
color. White color. Exactly. White color. So scar, white, fibrosis. This is the third criterion. And there is a fourth one, which is less commonly seen. Huh? And of course, you know very well which one is it. Which one is it?
You mean the very
You
small?
mean the globules,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
macronodular component?
yeah, exactly. The small grayish bluish globules, okay? And this is very peculiar to say that this is a micronodular variant of BCC. But of course, here you have all the prototype of criteria. This is a definitely an infiltrative basal cell carcinoma. And now the question is, why is this basal cell carcinoma so large? What do you think?
Because it was treated before
Cryotherapy.
cryotherapy.
Exactly. Because this BCC was treated 15 times previously with cryotherapy. Okay?
15. 15.
15. Of course, I mean, look at the size of this lesion. You know, this is illogical. Is an illogical behavior. Okay, but nowadays we have also the criteria to say that this should not be performed, because if we are able to see this criteria, of course we should not do cryotherapy. Of course we should not do alternative treatment other than surgery, because for high risk BCC we have to use surgery. Okay, when we could eventually take into consideration alternative options, here for example, this is a prototype of a superficial BCC. Why? Because it's flat, of course, clinically, and dermoscopically there is the key point, and the key point is the multiple erosions. Okay, so when we see multiple erosions, first we can be sure about the diagnosis that this is a BCC, and second, we can be sure that this is a superficial BCC. Concerning nodular BCC, this is the tricky part of the game, in my view, because of course we see arborizing vessels, and arborizing vessels is among the criteria for high-risk BCC. But of course, look at the clinical first. The clinical is represented by a nodular lesion, well defined. In my view, the key point here to make a difference between a nodular BCC and a high risk BCC is the well or hill defined border. When you see a well defined border in a nodular lesion showing arborizing vessels and not big ulceration or whatever, it could much more obvious, much more commonly, this lesion could be categorized as a nodular BCC. Okay? So this is a little bit, in some way, the recap on not only of the previous paper I showed you, but also of our way of doing. So the criteria we really use to understand if we are dealing with a low or a high risk BCC. So superficial small erosions, nodular, in focus vessels, blue color, and well-defined border. Infiltrative micronodular vessels ulceration, blue clots, hill defined border, sclerodermic vessels plus white color, and basosquamous, okay, mainly an ulcerated nodule, we don't speak about it. Just a few more cases to make another important point, okay? And the second important point is the following. Look at this case. This is a lesion located on the forearm of a 55-year-old gentleman, fair skin, clinically BCC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dermoscopically, that's the situation. Okay. Now I ask you, would you like to perform cryo, imiquimod, PDT, CO2, or biopsy?
Oh, biopsy.
Biopsy.
Biopsy for all of them, for all of you. Why?
Because first of all, we're not sure what it is.
Okay, perfect. Why you are not sure about what it is?
It's not convincing, I would say.
It's not convincing,
There is an,
exactly.
there is an ulceration, but okay, ulceration is not a specific feature of anything.
Okay,
Of course,
okay,
it could be BCC, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
exactly. John, do you agree with what Emilio is
Uh,
saying?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're missing the arborizing vessels, which we would expect to see. They're
Yeah,
so common, and the ulceration is unspecific. I'm also not 100% sure about the diagnosis,
yeah,
and I would never do a cryotherapy or imicrimod
yeah,
or PDT on an
exactly.
unknown. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. And this turned out to be a melanoma. And of course, it was not a thin melanoma. It was, let's say, 1 point something. Okay. So, this is an important point, because we are seeing more and more cases also of melanoma treated, uh, thinking that this could be a melanoma. Okay. There are, again, a few criteria which are telling you that this is a BCC and we can trust them. But if we don't see these criteria, we have to stop. And anyhow, we have to perform a biopsy in order to understand if this is a BCC or not. And then we will decide what kind of treatment we could perform. And in my view, there are only a few criteria, two ones. Arborizing vessels. Arborizing vessels are so commonly seen in nodular, in infiltrative BCCs. Okay, when we don't see them, we have to stop and make a biopsy. And second, the multiple small erosions. In my view, this is an incredibly specific criterion for superficial BCC. Here we can avoid to perform a biopsy, in my view, if we like, and we can perform immediately an alternative treatment for this BCC. Okay, another example of a superficial BCC with multiple small erosions. And here I can show you a couple of examples where we received these patients from dermatologists of the territory in order to perform alternative treatments for this BCC. So they were sending the patient labeled as superficial BCC, perform laser or photodynamic therapy, whatever. Okay, look at this first case. Okay, here what we have. Do we have the multiple small erosions? No way. Huh? It could be a BCC,
Yes.
definitely, but we cannot be sure. Huh?
And also
So
on the upper part, there's the
yeah,
pigmentation.
yeah, but I can tell you this was a BCC, but I mean, really, it's not a good idea to perform a laser treatment or a photodynamic treatment or cryotherapy for a case like this. And look at this second case, again referred for photodynamic therapy or for, I don't remember which other treatment. And this is again the lesion. You see no multiple small erosions. There are some irregular pinpoint vessels, some remnants of pigment. I mean, we are not sure. We cannot say what it is, but we know now that this is a melanoma 0.6 millimeter. Okay, so these are important points which we should always remember independently from the assessment of the low and high risk BCC.
Fantastico, fantastico, fantastico. Very nice. Very good and clear points, JP. By the way, if before we start the discussion, if you like to show again your first case, because I want
Yeah,
to put an additional thing in the discussion, because I guess
yes,
we fully agree with the points that you raised. My
agree.
question is in the first patient with the 15 cryotherapies
Yes.
at this moment, uh, what would be your treatment of choice at this moment? So
At
after
this moment.
all this, at this moment,
Surgery is not anymore my emotional first choice. I mean, if you speak with the surgeon, he will tell you, of course, let's do surgery. But in my view here, sonidegib could be a very nice option. Because in my view, this is still a kind of a lesion which could respond very well to the hedgehog inhibitors. and therefore this could be an alternative plan A option. Yeah.
Because if I'm not wrong, it extends now to all the area that we can observe there. I imagine. I mean,
Yes, it's we calculated something like this more or less. Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about this case. Two things. One, first of all, how old was the patient?
Something 70 something.
Okay, so young. Where was he living?
What he was living in
Yes.
Naples. Yeah.
Oh, so in Naples. Okay. Because in several colleagues' defense, and I have done it as well, there are older patients that are very hard to move, living in rural areas that do not want to undergo the surgery. And it's very common that you do a delay strategy, like, you know, in an 85-year-old patient, you approach them very differently compared
Yeah.
to a 70-year-old patient. And yes, you can do
I understand.
cryotherapy along with mic mode in order to delay the effects.
I understand very well what you are saying. But the point is, I'm trying to convince the dermatologist of my. Can you see this other case?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm trying to convince the dermatologists of my country to follow a very simple principle. Since on the face, uh, um, it's very improbable that you find out a superficial BCC,
extremely rare. Couldn't agree
extremely
more.
rare.
Extremely
Yeah.
rare.
On the face, you have only two options: a nodular BCC or a high risk BCC. Yeah.
Mhm.
In my view, it's a nice way of thinking surgery for the face.
I
Surgery
agree.
for the face independently, you know? So when you have a BCC on the face, approach it surgically because it's you put yourself on the patient on the safe side. Nodular BCC is definitely uh, okay. You can use imiquimod, okay, but then again the problem of the reaction and so on. In my view, the face is for surgery.
Yeah.
I understand
Especially
completely.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Especially
understand
Johnny,
completely
nose.
and I
Very
agree
good.
with you.
Yeah.
Nose.
Johnny,
Jeppy,
do
I,
you want to make a general comment on this, and then we take the questions one by one?
can I just make a comment on the nose case that you just showed because it was a
Yeah.
very beautiful one.
Yeah.
So you mentioned something very nice in your presentation, Jeppy, about nodular BCCs being clearly raised and very well demarcated. So, of course, the dermoscopy with all the features that we see with the arborizing vessels or the ulceration or the multiple erosions or the pigmented structures, all this gives us the diagnosis of BCC, but the clinical aspect, that gives us the subtype mainly. And this last case you showed was depressed, not
Exactly.
flat or raised. It's even depressed, and depressed is always infiltrative. I mean, it
Infiltrative.
doesn't get depressed if it doesn't have something pulling on it deep down, right? So
Very good
these you have
point.
to be
Very
very.
good.
These are high risk by definition.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these, in my view, of course, it's not available everywhere, but most surgery or very careful surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start taking the questions. The first one, Johnny, maybe you go and answer the first one. It's a clear question. Do you do Moss every time on the face? But then there is under this there is the note infiltrative. So probably Monica means if you do Moss every time, you have an infiltrative BCC on the face.
Uh, Not always. It depends on the size and the exact location. If it's on the nose or very close to the nose, if it's in the nasolabial folds around the mouth, eyelids, ears, very close to important structures in the face, then Mohs, if it's available, absolutely first choice. If it's a small infiltrative on the middle of the cheek where you can take a good margin and clear that out with normal surgery, and that's much cheaper and simpler, then I won't do most. But if it's, it all depends on the clinical aspect, how well defined the borders are, and the ill-defined borders, Jeppy, just as you were mentioning, this is clearly the most important thing. and the exact location, how close to the vital structures in the face.
What effect is expected from imiquimod in nodular BCC?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I have a long experience of imiquimod on nodular BCC. It must be ulcerated. If it's not ulcerated, like the example I showed you before, it's a problem. But when it's ulcerated, it's going brilliantly, brilliantly.
Rep, we can perform derma ruler, the surface of nodular BCCs without ulceration, and artificial ulceration and imiquimod.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that do curettage first,
Yeah.
And then
just
imiquimod,
to
yeah.
get the ulceration. But yeah, in the face, I think it's tricky though.
Face again, it's a special situation, special location.
And on that aspect, Monica is asking, what about margins on the face? And I think that John can answer this.
I mean, I think for very well demarcated nodular BCCs, 4 millimeters is fine. I do 3 really, and usually not a problem. But for infiltrative cases, if you're not doing Mohs surgery, I would take at least 5 millimeters.
But of course, this depends completely on the anatomic location. Because in many countries, Mohs is not available, you just need R0. You need to clear the tumor.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the nose and you don't have Mohs, you will either perform slow Mohs, or the other option is get clear margins. This is your goal.
But I mean, we did a study that's published in just a few years ago, looking at the incomplete excision rates for traditional surgery, no Mohs, on BCCs in the face. And if you take the infiltrative subtypes, you're going to have incomplete excision rates, so not R0, but R1, for 20 to 50% of the cases.
My question is, on the re-excision, in how many cases did they find positive margins?
But I had a lecture that I enjoyed doing very much when we were in Madrid at the ADV, in the dermoscopy session, actually, on this topic, because I don't believe it's a tricky one, because we get fooled by the histopathology, right? What do we do during the re-excision? We re-excise the scar with another few millimeters, and then we send that to the pathologist, and they cut it in 2 spaces. And the remaining little tumor nests from the previous surgery, these are like a couple of walnuts in a bread loaf.
Of course.
Right? And then you do bread loaf sectioning, and what are the odds of hitting
the cells,
remaining walnuts, right? So if you slice it up enough times, then you're going to see it more frequently than we do in regular cases. When we see, there's no remaining BCC in the second excision, then we didn't have to do the surgery. That's not the...
No.
Think, yeah?
I agree with you, but I think, from my experience as well, that it is quite often true that the scarring itself will take care of these few remaining cells.
No, I don't believe it.
I do. Very strong.
I mean, it's quite beautiful. You look at different studies and you look at how many sections they take. If they do 2, you find it in 40%. If they take 4, you find it in 60%. If they take 8, you find it in 70%. If they take it every single millimeter, you find it at 85%. And then if you do it with complete sectioning with micrometer all the way, then you'll find it in almost 100%. So the whole theory about the scarring and the immune system taking care of the remaining tumor cells, I don't believe it. It's just nonsense. I'm sorry.
No, well, I mean, I have my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it's a chance you take for your patient, yeah. So if you're deciding to say it's almost clear margins, the body will take care of the rest. If you do that for all your patients, you're gonna end up with problems, I think.
No. I will perform re-excision, but I'm saying that it is possible that
it is possible. It is possible, but it's very rare.
Work.
Very rare.
We need to do a study.
Yeah.
Why ulcerated BCCs respond better to imiquimod? Because of easy absorption is the question? Very probably yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
More immunologic reaction, maybe.
Both. Could be both.
How
Well,
should we manage multiple BCCs on the face and scalp? I don't think we can give an answer to this question. It depends on the case by case. Of course, we have many weapons to use, including the systemic treatments, in case the number of tumors we consider that it's too much.
Usually, we try to prioritize the most advanced ones with with surgery, and maybe we start using imiquimod for the rest. And then, let's say it's a complicated patient anyhow that you have to follow, and so there is no single answer to this question.
Following excision of a BCC, what's the recommended minimum clearance distance? We spoke about it, I think. 3 millimeters clinical margins in low risk, and more, if not more in high risk BCCs.
Quick question on that. If you have a high risk BCC, but you get clear margins on histology, but 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters, I'm doing conventional surgery. Do you excise or not?
No
I
re-excision.
just follow it up.
Just
It's
follow.
finished
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
We don't re-excise excised BCCs.
Hey, this is a very nice summary of the episode. Yeah.
I follow a different strategy.
This was the question.
I asked my histopathologist to do a step sectioning to make sure that there's nothing left. Coming back to John's note.
Yeah. Looking forward to see the results.
Until which point can we consider an alternative treatment if we have a patient with high risk BCC with high operative risk other than surgery?
Well, of course, if it's a very difficult patient to be operated, of course, then we have to think about alternatives. Again, the decision is in these special cases is made by case. I mean,
But
we cannot make a rule.
If I may add something in this discussion, in the last years, according to our experience in the tumor board, we are much more prone, when we decide not to operate for any reason, we are much more prone to go to Hedgehog inhibition than radiotherapy as a second option. And this has also been shown in several studies that those BCCs that received Hedgehog inhibition before radiotherapy had a better response as compared to those that took Hedgehog inhibition after radiotherapy. Of course, this depends also on the availability of the treatment, in how easy it is in every setting to prescribe it. But in terms of medical care, I feel that Hedgehog inhibition is a wonderful option for those BCCs that we will not excise. I don't know if you share the same feeling, the others.
Yes. By the way, I'm a radiotherapy lover. I love radiotherapy.
I'm a radiotherapy hater.
Really?
I hate radiotherapy.
For elderly patients, I think it's a good alternative to surgery.
Yeah, I think
For example, the patient is 90 years old.
Yeah.
So your life expectancy is not too long for those patients. So radiotherapy is a good option.
Well, for a 90 year, sorry, John, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, thanks. Yeah, my strategy for these cases is really that whatever option we choose, either we're doing curative therapy, which is important to also discuss, or we consider it palliative. If we're making a choice based on let's cross our fingers and hope that this works, then it's not curative therapy. So if it's not operable, if the surgeons consider that this shouldn't be the option surgery, then radiotherapy or Hedgehog inhibitors are of course the way to go. We do more radiotherapy before Hedgehog inhibitors, but the idea with choosing one or the other is this is the option that we're giving the patient, and this is going to be the final treatment. Of course, we can fail, and then we have to reconsider, but try to do what's best for the patient, and that's going to be the final thing. Not thinking let's do Hedgehog and then 50% chance failure, and then we'll do radiotherapy if it doesn't work. Make a decision based on the best.
That's the point.
Outcome.
Radiotherapy is not something coming when there is nothing to do anymore. That's the point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's an interesting point to discuss because you all know that the official indication for hedgehog inhibition is for those BCCs that are inoperable and have already been treated with radiotherapy or are not appropriate, are not eligible for radiotherapy. That's the official indication. But in the clinical practice, I think that at least we don't always follow the sequence. I mean, sometimes we skip radiotherapy and we go to hedgehog inhibition.
I absolutely agree. My problem with radiotherapy and the reason that I hate it is that it's impossible for me to follow the patients afterwards. When you trace, because of all the field, it's very hard to spot recurrence. So, and then on a radiotherapy the field, it's very hard to perform surgery as well. I do a lot of surgery. I love surgery. So, on a field that has been radioed, it's very hard to then either put a graft or do a flap. So this is the reason that I don't like it that
But
much.
this is again the same thing that I was mentioning. You know, only do radiotherapy if surgery is completely off the table, not just now, but also in the future.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Nodular BCC, shave and imiquimod immediately after. Okay, but why? Nodular BCC is so easy to excise. Yeah, but yeah, if for any reason, I mean, which I cannot imagine, you don't want to do it, then yes. I mean,
Yeah.
of course,
No,
shave excision is most probably is going to be an incomplete excision. Okay, but if it's a nodular BCC, probably it's not going to be the end of the world. It could be even cured.
I can give you examples. So in my practice in Halkida, in my rural town, I don't have an organized operating service.
Yeah, okay.
And I get all these patients that are 85-year old,
Yeah,
and they cannot move to Athens to get
Yes.
surgery.
Yes.
So yes, save and imiquimod and cryotherapy and whatever is also a
Yeah.
viable option.
Yeah. Part of the game. All these are, let's say, weapons that we use. I think, okay, and in frail elderly people, yeah, of course, this is a parameter that we always take into account in order to decide which treatment we're going to choose. However, I would say that age is not a contraindication for surgery, generally speaking.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
AIDS also
yeah.
AIDS
Well,
also has comorbidities. So this is usually the
yes,
contraindication.
but
yeah, but I mean-
99, let's say it's something. You know what I mean? Because just recently I have a 99-year-old patient with a BCC on the face, and I said, "Come on, would you like to make a surgery here, or it's better to make a few, give him a few kisses and send him home."
Today I will show you my 100-year-old patient, who is, by the way, I think he's still there. I mean, he's now 103 with BCC. Anyhow, if I find it quickly, I will show it. Otherwise not. Okay, I think we got everything. All the questions.
Great.
Bravo.
Grande. Allora, now it's time to say goodbye to John. Thank you so much, John.
having me,
It's
guys.
been
Wonderful
such a
being
nice pleasure to have you.
Great
And
having you.
please keep as beautiful as you are. Don't stress. Stay more in the surgery room because it seems that it's very relaxing for you. For me, for example, it's the opposite.
Excellent.
But John,
Well,
do you
great
look
seeing
look
you guys again.
sunburned?
Sorry, Konstantinos?
Do you look sunburned? Did you go into
Yeah,
the
and
sun?
I think it's this light.
and
I have
lose
this
lose
thing
some
light.
weight,
Come
John.
on. He's living in the dark.
John, did you lose some weight?
I lost some weight. Yeah, I've been working out. You know, so I turned 50 in October, and my brother, he's a personal trainer, and he said, John, you've had your fat 40s. Now you have to do your fit 50s. You know, so I'm trying to get in shape.
Great.
Yeah.
But you're a lucky guy, yeah. A brother being a personal
PT.
trainer. Very nice.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks a
take care,
lot.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Johnny.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Feliz Año Nuevo, and Bon Anno, everybody. I hope you had a great start in 2026. People, for us, the first show of the year is IMCAS, with lots of exciting moments. We own the stage as usual. We are going to have an incredible workshop of body mapping with live patient on Friday the 30th, together with Ahmed Sadek and Mariano Supa and some other great experts, okay, in Paris at IMCAS. We're going to have a workshop on trichoscopy with Michela Estarace, not talking about diagnosis using AI on hair, but also treatments. People, with us, you're not going to be bored in 2026. So enjoy the happy hour. Let's stay tuned. We're going to entertain you.
Grande Moa.
People.
People. Allora.
For Daria.
Yes, I'm ready for Daria because Sebbi, it's very nice. It's interesting when Sebastiano is trying to download Daria's PowerPoints, he gets 0 byte files, so empty files, while I was successfully downloading the Daria's PowerPoint, and here we are. So, the case of Daria Lukinina. Here we are. So guess the metaphorical term in BCC. Okay. 1. The metaphor of vascular structure. Okay, this is a beautiful clinical view of a very interesting forehead. Okay. Recurrence of BCC in the scar. Okay. Wow. Look at this.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Huh?
Wow.
So what is the metaphor? This is the
Oh.
UV.
So beautiful.
Wow, you can see the dynamic, the blood going through the vessels. Incredible.
What's the metaphor?
What the metaphor? Oak leaf type vessels. Why not? Okay, everybody can say something, right?
Yes.
It's like when this test, when you go to the psychiatrist, what's the
Rorschach test.
Yeah, exactly. You can say whatever. Oak leaf type vessels. Here we are. Beautiful vessels. Beautiful leaf, by the way. The metaphor of globules. Okay. Nice. What's that? Yellow lobule-like structures. Yeah, why not? Huh?
Well, I like the popcorn-like structures. Although it's connected to a specific diagnosis, this is like popcorn, isn't it?
Yes, but popcorn is linked to what diagnosis, Costantino?
Sebaceous adenoma.
Sebaceous adenoma. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, the metaphor of pigment. Okay. Wow, look at this beautiful BCC. So guess what is the metaphor here? No idea.
We run out of imagination. We are getting old.
Yeah. But there are May globules here?
There are Milia-like sisters.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, look at this other lesion. Wonderful. What kind of wonderful images. Okay, question and the
Pollock sign.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Splash.
Yeah.
Splash. Just splash.
Grande
Grande
Daria, grande Daria. Perfetto.
I was thinking about dirt sign.
Yeah.
Looking like a dirt.
Yeah.
But the Pollock sign, it's a pity that we never published it.
You must do it, Emilio. Come on. So, what about Penelope?
Penelope has a very special gift today.
Okay.
How hard is it?
It's impossibilissimo.
Impossibility.
Oh, by the way, the people told me that the Kahoot of last week was
Very easy, very
was a
easy.
scandal. Was a scandal.
It was a disaster.
Hi.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Okay, we start with this one. This is okay, feasible. 68-year-old, pink and large plaque on the breast for 1 year. That's dermoscopy. We see a bit of peppering. We see the white scar underneath. Yeah, look again the clinical.
BCC?
Yeah,
Basal cell?
Or morphea.
Or if we go to the inflammatory family,
Lichen
Necrobiosis.
sclerosis atrophius.
lichen sclerosus atrophicus, very
Yes.
good, very good. Although here I cannot see very well the plaques that are usually present. Yeah, of course, the white patches are there. The follicular keratotic plaques is what I miss, but yeah, maybe one. Yeah, okay. Okay, and some focused vessels, brownish dots, peppering, of course. Rainbow effect also. Extragenital lichen sclerosus, nice, we like it. For Constantinos, ring, annular lesion, erythematus, 70-year-old, evolving for 2 months. Again, we are in the inflammatory family, let's say.
Granuloma.
Granuloma annulare.
Granuloma annulare clinically looks a lot like granuloma annulare. Yeah.
Can you get necrobiosis lipoidica on the arm?
On
Never
the
saw
arm-
it.
Never saw
Never.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Just on the legs.
So polymorphous vessels, dotted and linear, concentrated at the periphery. It was a lichen planus mimicking granuloma annulare
Wow.
case because there are not the signs.
But this is very peculiar. Yeah.
No Wickham stria here, right? And the background is a
No.
little bit orange. Maybe could it be a LPLK? Because sometimes it is very difficult to differentiate it from lichen planus. If it is solitary and pathology is looking like a lichen planus, it's LPLK.
Could be, yeah.
Lisa, you are clever. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
This could be an option. Yeah.
Now starts the impossibilissimo.
Oh, che bello. Che bello.
You like it.
This is terra firma. Terra firma.
No significant medical history, firm chronic crusty breast wound, lower inner quadrant of the left breast. In dermoscopy, you don't see much.
Breast cancer. Breast cancer. Breast cancer.
Wow. Wow. So orange scales and crusts, ulceration, inflammatory background, cobblestone accumulation of pigmented keratin, and ductal carcinoma. Exactly. Yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
Whenever we see an ulceration, which is difficult to assess around the breast, think about breast cancer. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good point. Very didactic. Thank you very much. Breast again. It's a breast day. Similar, I would say.
Yes.
Compared to the previous one.
Yeah.
Referred by GP. Chronic ulceration again that does not heal, becomes painful, unknown duration. So very similar scenario overall.
Yeah.
And very similar in the sense that we see just the crusts. Obviously on the background of an ulceration. Diagnosis, same again.
Yeah.
So, ductal carcinoma in an elderly woman. And finally, for Sebastiano, valvar area, that's the case referred by her gynecologist for this solitary pigmented lesion on the labia majora. And that's dermoscopy.
Bovans. Bovonate populosis.
Yeah.
Melanoma, maybe.
I don't think so.
It should be, yeah, it's the typical pattern of
Seborrheic keratosis as well.
seborrheic keratosis as well. Yeah. But these small coiled vessels
Pigmented-
and the brown
yeah.
clouds.
They are in lines and clusters. I think this is a clear cut.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
high-grade
Validate pupillosis.
venous intraepithelial lesion. So
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Very good. Very nice.
Very nice cases, as always, by Penelope.
Beautiful.
Great. Sebi, you have something for us?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Jawohl.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, Emilio.
No, we will not start now. No.
Nice.
Va bene.
Nice.
When is the Dermoscopy Excellence?
On August, but this was about the digital training. The course is on end of August always. So, since you told me that the previous Kahoot was very easy, today I prepared a difficult one.
Don't be a bastard.
Oh my God. Can you see the screen? Everything is fine?
Yes.
Do you hear the sound?
Yes.
No. No sound.
No?
Yes.
Now?
I don't hear anything.
Ah. Strange.
Okay, we got more than 100. Start. Season 5, episode 5. Case number 1. This patient has multiple lesions of molluscum on his body, and this is a lesion located on the sole. Okay? Okay. That is dermoscopy.
Yes.
And the question is, what is this? Plantar wart, giant molluscum, poroma, squamous cell carcinoma.
No, come on.
We start
Come on.
perfectly.
What could I do more?
No way that a molluscum is located on the
I know.
thickest part of the body.
I know, but so I selected the case. I wanted to show it. Then I said, no, it's going to be a disaster. And then I decided to help.
The truth. The patient has a molluscum.
You didn't help a lot.
Yeah, in fact, they trust you, right? They trusted you. But Lalla Sign is the winner.
Look at it. Look at it.
Bravo.
I love you. Okay, end of the game.
No more questions.
No more
We
questions.
announced the winner.
For
Lalla
today,
Sign is the winner.
Take a screenshot, Nisa.
Okay, case number 2. Lala sign, get prepared. So, scalp, nodule, dermoscopy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
This
yes.
is an adnexal tumor. What kind
What
of?
kind of? This time it's easy.
Cylindroma. Yes, good.
49. Cylindroma, typical location on the scalp, cylindroma.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, with vessels looking like BCC, as many other adnexal tumors, which, no, Lala sign is still on
Oh, come on.
the
Where are
scoreboard.
you, Lala?
Still on the
5.
scoreboard. Five. Fit 50 is number 1, Dante and pH, which brings us to case number 3. That's the clinical. Take a careful look at the clinical.
Mhm.
The clinical is also important.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Dermoscopy.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
the question is, true or false? This is simply a seborrheic keratosis.
True. Come on. No, I would have voted false because this is maximum is a lichen planus like keratosis. Come on.
Okay. Okay. Lichen planus keratosis is a seborrheic keratosis.
Tippy.
Yes, but say is this simply a lichen planus keratosis? Then maybe.
Oh my God. Oh my
Obviously, maybe it was a seborrheic keratosis.
I'm out of my shape. I'm trying to help.
Yeah,
and I
you're
cannot.
out of your game.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna show just a clear-cut set care with committal-like openings, just to get a big number. Okay, let's see what happened. Fit 50 and Lala sign.
Oh, that's
Yes.
the sign.
And poroma.
And not
Very good.
easy, by
Not
the way.
easy.
Case number 4. Inflammatory,
Yes.
obviously. Multiple lesions of the trunk. Okay.
Mhm.
I will show dermoscopy of just one lesion because I think it's enough. That's it.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
And now the question is, what you see here is a typical clue for the diagnosis of lichen planus, purpuric dermatosis, pityriasis rosea, or pleva. I hope.
No. This is feasible.
Late stage. Late stage.
42. Okay, 42. It's good.
No, come on.
Good. Pleva. That's pleva.
I was sure it was lichen planus.
Sure, 100%
Sure,
lichen planus.
I would cut my
100%
arm.
lichen
Really?
planus.
It was lichen planus. This is lichen planus, not pleva.
Really?
Yes.
No, that's the typical sign of pleva, guys, in dermoscopy.
Yes, but also of lichen planus.
Melanin incontinence. Late stage lichen planus for me.
Yeah, that's very typical. This small brown, how do they call them, spicules, something like this, is super typical for
Yeah.
pleva.
But Emilio, you know what? This is a symptom, by the way.
What?
You are becoming a professor. This is a typical symptom.
Oh my God! But Lala
Who
sign
is
is still.
Lallastan? I mean,
Why-
Lallastan is you.
Me. Okay,
Are you
which
Lala
brings us
Stein?
to
Are you playing?
case number 5. That's the clinical, that's the close-up,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that is dermoscopy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Okay.
Don't speak. You
Don't.
never know.
No.
What is this? BCC, sarcoidosis, fascicular dermatosis, discoid look.
Aha. Doesn't fit with the diagnosis.
Whew! Whew! Yes.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it.
Yes, I was really, really stressed. I mean, that would be the end. I was ready to say I'm not anymore responsible for the cahoots. Okay, let's see what happened. Third place goes to not easy.
Grande.
Second place to
Bravo.
Lala.
Lala sign.
That's fine. Bravo.
And first place goes to Jav.
Jab.
Oh, who is John?
Wow. Wow. This
He
was
wasn't
like
in the
a
podium.
at the very end, right?
Yeah.
He or she came
Grande
in the
job.
end. Okay, fantastico. Let's see who is Jav.
Who is Jab?
We also want to see Lala Stein.
Lala sign. Yeah.
Who is Lala Stein?
Michelle
You
is
are
saying
Lala Stein. Constantinos.
I got
Yes,
them
sir.
all wrong.
I
I
got
was
them
Lala
all
sign.
wrong. I'd better change career.
But I was so sure that was a licking planus. I lost one. Lalas, that was impossible. Make it the
Yeah,
Lala
for
sign.
me as well. It was like Planus.
Okay.
Forget it. Not
Then
Pleva.
we will do an episode on pleva then.
Very interesting.
Yes, yes,
Very
yes.
common.
No. Next episode will be dedicated to rashes.
We
Let's
can do
speak about rash.
we can do pityriasis lichenoides, the acute and the chronic, and other similar things.
No, but let's
Alright.
speak about diffuse rash.
Okay.
Lot. Diffuse rash is a
Well, we take into consideration 4 or 5. You know.
okay. Who is
I like
Jav?
Emilio.
Did we find Jav?
Who's job?
Come on, Jav. Otherwise, we're gonna look for Lala sign.
Ave.
Ave. Congratulations. Come on, show up. I think it's the first time you're winning, if I'm not wrong. So we want to see you. We want to congratulate you.
Karem is the third one
Ave.
from
Bravo.
Estonia.
From Estonia. Very nice. Very nice. Do you want to show up?
I know Ave. She's really very smart. I know her.
Obviously. So congratulations anyway, even if you don't show up, you did a great job in a very easy Kahoot, of course.
Yeah, very easy.
In
I
a
was
difficult
sure
one.
one day you will be the winner.
Here is Ave.
There's Ave.
Here we are.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Ave.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
did
for the
it.
episode.
Bravo,
You
Ave.
did a great job.
Hello.
Ave,
Very good.
how many
Bravo.
correct answers did you find? All 5?
No, 4.
4.
4.
You see? You see,
Eh.
guys?
Can you
Ave.
imagine? Can you
Ave is the
imagine?
person.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
A Lalla's follower. Ave is a Lalla's follower.
I am.
Where are you?
So
in
which one
Estonia?
was incorrect? Ave, which one was incorrect?
First one.
The first one.
Molluscum.
First one.
Okay.
The molluscum, yeah. I completely agree. This was not a molluscum, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very
Thank you
good,
for the episode.
Ave. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bravo.
Bravo,
Thank
bravo.
you. Bye.
Okay, ragazzi, thank you for being
Amori.
with us. Thank you all. Guys, you know that I love you. Yes, of course you know it. And see you next Sunday.
We love you more.
Ciao.
Bye. Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.